We're talking about how people get together, and I love hearing these stories about couples who've been together forever. Like, how did they meet? How did they get together? Like, my aunt and uncle have like this really creepy story that they were actually in kindergarten together.
Wow!
And they met first day of kindergarten, and they had known each other basically their entire lives.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
they're still together.
They're still together. Yeah.
Wow!
They're still together. So they were like high school sweethearts and
wow,
the whole thing.
That's kind of awesome, though.
It's kind of neat, but also kind of creepy, right? Because you'd like to know somebody for that long.
I guess.
Right.
It sounds very small town, even if it's not.
Yeah. So how do you Bobby get together?
Oh my God!
You guys you're like the perfect match. Like, it seems like you guys are meant to be together.
It does, right?
Yeah.
We met kind of through a mutual friend. I had a friend who was living above an auto parts store, and my boyfriend Bobby loves fixing cars. So I was at and he became friendly with the guy that lived upstairs. Anyway, I thought that Bobby was an auto mechanic, which is fine, but I kind of didn't like him. He seemed a little arrogant. And then we were at my friend's one day, and I thought, for some reason, I thought he was really stupid too. But Jeopardy came on, and I'm like, oh, my friend Dan, this guy, I am going to do so well at Jeopardy. But Bobby knew every answer. He kicked my ass at Jeopardy. So I really hated him then, because I'm like, oh no, he's not what I thought he was. Then I found out he was a musician, and I heard him sing and play. And I was like, I really hated him for the longest time. And I hated that he was talented. I hated that he was smart. But eventually, I don't know. I gave into it, and here we are together for 28 years.
I hate the guy, but there's something about him I just love. I love that I hate him so much.
And it's still like that 28 years later.
You guys are still watching Jeopardy.
Right, we are.
Every freaking night. Yeah. Let's go to the phones. We've got people calling up with their stories. WPDH, who's this?
New Paltz, New York, and my name is Gina Dortono.
All right, so Gina, how did you meet your special someone?
I was dating his best friend, and he was dating my best friend.
Oh, a little swinger action.
Wow. So you guys are like on double dates, and the whole time you're like, wow, I really would rather be with her, and I'd rather really be with him.
Yes. I saw him for the first time and knew he was like the love of my life.
Wow. So how did you guys eventually get together? Did you have to, you had to shed those other partners?
Yeah.
Yeah, we broke up with our other significants, and he actually ended up having a baby with his ex. And I just waited and waited until they broke up, and then finally one day I told him I liked him, and
the rest is history.
20 years later.
Wow. Well, congratulations.
Here we are.
20 years. That's a great story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. WPDH, who's this?
Brian, I'm from Hopewell Junction.
All right. So now, Brian, how did you get together?
I'm a veteran. I got divorced, spent 5 years by myself. I purchased a home that I could afford by myself. I made friends with my neighbor, and they invited me to a 4th of July barbecue, and I almost didn't go, but I went, and his sister brought one of her friends. We met there. We hit it off. We went to the movies the following Friday, and ever since, we haven't been separated.
Wow.
Now we got 2 beautiful kids, and we're doing good.
That's awesome. And all those things had to happen. He had to buy the house. He had to go to this
make friends
party.
with the neighbor.
The sister had to bring the friend. That's great. I love it. Congratulations. WPDH, who's this?
Hi, it's Brenda.
Brenda. All right. So tell us how you got together.
Oh, my gosh. Many years ago, in 1993, I was in a bar, which I always said you'd never meet a guy in a bar. And I was in there with my cousin playing pool, and he was in there playing pool also. And there was a guy in there that was following my cousin around, and we wanted to get away, without him knowing when we were leaving. So we threw the pool game, so so they would stay and have to play the next team. And we left, and I had left my wallet there inadvertently. The next night we went in, and as I'm walking in, I hear, hi, Brenda, like that. And I turn around, I'm like, hi, and it was him. But in the meantime, I had said to my cousin the night before, get this guy away from me. He was asking 100 questions, and so I left. A week later, I had stopped in again, and he was there. He asked me to dance. He can remember exactly what I was wearing. He can tell you what song we danced to, and It's been October. It'll be 25 years later.
So this annoying guy that you threw a pool game to get away from wound up wearing you down.
Yes, absolutely.
That's great.
What a nice happy
Absolutely.
ending.
I love it. All right.